Here is a real medical puzzle that should be impossible. 2 treatments for kidney stones. Call them Treatment A and Treatment B. For patients with small stones, Treatment A has the higher cure rate, so A is better for small stones. For patients with large stones, Treatment A again has the higher cure rate, so A is better for large stones too. Small stones, large stones, A wins both. There are only 2 kinds of patient, and A is better for each of them, so obviously A is the better treatment. But now combine everyone into one big group and check the overall cure rate, and somehow, Treatment B comes out ahead. The same real data says A is better for small stones, better for large stones, and yet worse overall. How can a treatment be better for every single group of patients and still be worse for patients as a whole? This is Simpson's paradox, and once you see how it works, you will never trust a simple average the same way again. Let's look at the actual numbers because they are real, from a study of kidney stone treatments. Start with small stones. Treatment A cured 93% of them. Treatment B cured 87%. A is clearly ahead. Now large stones. Treatment A cured 73%. Treatment B cured 69%. A is ahead again. So far, completely consistent. A beats B on small stones, A beats B on large stones. But now pool every patient together and compute the overall success rate. Treatment A, 78%. Treatment B, 83%. Suddenly B is the winner. Read that again, because nothing here is a lie or a rounding error. Every number is correct. A genuinely cured a higher fraction of small stone patients, and a higher fraction of large stone patients, and yet a lower fraction of patients overall. The contradiction is real, so something sneaky must be hiding in how these groups were put together. And here is the culprit. It is not the cure rates, it is who got which treatment in the first place. Look at how the patients were split. Doctors tended to use Treatment A, the more serious procedure, on the hard cases, the large stones. And they used Treatment B on the easier cases, the small stones. So Treatment A was mostly tested on difficult patients who are harder to cure no matter what, while Treatment B was mostly tested on easy patients who tend to recover anyway. When you lump everyone together, Treatment B's overall score gets inflated by the flood of easy cases it handled, and Treatment A's gets dragged down by all the hard ones it took on. The overall average is not comparing the treatments, it is secretly comparing the patients. There is a hidden variable, the size of the stone, quietly controlling the result, and the moment you ignore it, the numbers flip. Now let's see the paradox in its purest visual form, because this is where it really breaks your brain. Imagine a scatter plot. Say hours of exercise on one axis and some health score on the other. Plot one group of people, and the trend clearly slopes upward. More exercise, better health. Plot a second group, and again, it slopes upward. More exercise, better health. Every group you look at shows the same clear, positive relationship. But now erase the colors that separated the groups and look at all the dots together as one cloud. The overall trend line slopes downward. The combined data says the exact opposite of every group inside it. This is the heart of Simpson's paradox. The direction of a relationship can completely reverse depending on whether you look at the groups or the whole. Up in every part, down as a whole, from the same identical points. The truth, it turns out, depends entirely on how you choose to slice it. This is not just a textbook curiosity. In 1973, the University of California, Berkeley looked like it had a serious problem. That year, about 44% of men who applied to graduate school were admitted, but only around 35% of women. On its face, that is a glaring bias against women, and it nearly became a lawsuit. But when statisticians broke the admissions down department by department, something strange appeared. In most individual departments, women were admitted at the same rate as men, or even a higher rate. So how could women be doing as well or better in nearly every department, yet worse overall. Simpson's paradox. The hidden variable was which departments people applied to. Women were applying in greater numbers to the most competitive departments, the ones that rejected almost everybody, male or female. Men were applying more to departments that admitted most of their applicants. The university-wide gap was not mainly about gender bias in admissions. It was about where each group was applying. And this is why Simpson's paradox is so much more than a clever trick. It is a genuine trap that fools experts every single day in fields where being wrong has real consequences. A new drug can look effective across a whole population while actually being harmful to every age group within it. An economic policy can appear to lift wages overall while lowering them for every individual industry. A school can seem to be improving on average while every group of students is doing worse. The aggregate number and the group numbers can point in opposite directions, and both are mathematically correct. There is no formula that tells you which view is the right one. That requires actually understanding the situation and knowing what hidden variables might be lurking underneath. The numbers themselves never lie, but the way you group them can tell almost any story you want. An average all by itself is not yet the truth. So Simpson's paradox leaves us with something genuinely humbling. Data does not simply speak for itself. The same set of numbers, sliced one way, says exercise helps. Sliced another, says it hurts. One view clears Berkeley of bias, another condemns it. And both views are built from the exact same, completely honest data. What decides the story is not the numbers. It is the context you bring to them, the questions you think to ask, and the hidden variables you remember to look for. The next time someone hands you a single, confident statistic to win an argument, do not just ask whether the number is true. Ask what is hiding inside it. Ask how the groups were drawn. Because a number can be perfectly accurate and still point you in exactly the wrong direction. The truth was never in the average. It was in the details the average erased. This has been Actually Rendered, where we show you how things actually work. If this made you a little more suspicious of statistics, you know which button to press.